everybody. So today I am whipping up some down home country apple butter banana bread. Oh my gosh, it is fabulous. Grab your aprons. You don't want to miss this one.
All right, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Sugar Pie Nellie's. So today I am going to show you how to make one of my most sought after breads. It's my apple butter banana bread. Some of you seen recently the recipe that I posted there on YouTube about apple butter pancakes. Some of you fell in love with those, and I've been getting requests, can you show us what else to do with apple butter? So I'm sharing some of our favorite recipes that we use right here on the homestead. So as you can see, I started by just smashing 2 bananas there on the plate. And then to my mixer there, I am just adding my 3/4 cups of avocado oil to 1 cup of sugar. You can substitute maple syrup there if you would like. So all you're going to do is just beat that oil and sugar until it's light and fluffy. These are absolutely some of our favorite breads that we make around here. I love practicing new things with breads. It's just something our family loves. We eat it for snacks, sometimes even for breakfast. On a very busy morning, I'll grab a couple of slices of that with a big old glass of milk, and there you have it. Breakfast is served. So you just want to beat a couple of eggs and then add to that mixture. I just kind of beat them right there in that measuring cup. And then you'll want to go ahead and add your bananas. And then for the apple butter, it doesn't matter what brand that you use, if it's homemade, if it's store-bought, whatever. I just grab out, not really measuring, but just 2 big heaping tablespoons of that. And then now my go-to nuts for this is pecans, but you can substitute whatever is your favorite. That's totally up to you. I just really love the way that pecans do in breads. I think they really do pair well together. So that's normally my go-to for any of the breads. So you'll just want to beat that real good, and then in a separate bowl, I just kind of whisk together the dry ingredients, which is, I'll have the recipe down at the very end of this video too for you guys to print out. But pretty much it's just your flour and your salt, and then your baking soda and cinnamon. So I'll whisk all that together, and then you will add that to the wet ingredients there. And you'll want to be sure that you combine and mix all this really well, you guys. And then don't forget, on Facebook or Pinterest, TikTok, I'm on Instagram, but you can print off any of these recipes on there, any of the recipe cards. And I make that for easy access for you guys, so you can just print, and they're already in cute little cards, these freebie little cards that I'm designing for you guys, just so you can print them off and have them right there to put in your recipe boxes. So you're welcome. So just be sure and mix that really well there. And then I am using the USA pans. That's my absolute most favorite baking pans when it comes to bread. I just butter that in there real nice and good, as you can see there, with my pastry brush. And then whenever I bake with these breads, especially sourdough breads or even the sticky breads, you guys, as soon as it's done baking, you can literally turn that upside down and it falls out with ease. That is the best pans I have ever used. And I've had those there that you're looking at for over 10 years, and they're still going strong. So yeah, y'all might want to check those out. So while the bread is baking, I will go ahead and whip up the icing that will go on it, but you do not want to ice in the bread until it is fully cool, okay? Because then it will just melt off and it won't be as eye-appealing. So it might still be scrumptious, but it won't be as eye-appealing. So for the icing, it's just a 1/2 cup of butter beaten real fluffy there. And that's what I'm doing there. And then I am adding 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. This is buttercream icing with the addition of apple butter, which makes it totally yummy. Okay, and then right here, I am adding just a pinch of red mineral salt. You can use whatever salt you want. I technically don't measure my salt for any of my breads. Just a little pinch goes a long way with that. And then again, I'm adding 2 more heaping tablespoons of the apple butter right here to the icing. This is what makes it, you guys. And then adding the sugar. That's powdered sugar, 3 cups of that. And then you're just going to combine that really well. And I'm using heavy cream, about 2 to 3 tablespoons, just to thin that out. And you do want to make sure that it's not as thick as like a cake icing. We're not going for cake icing here. We're going for more of a drizzle. So you do want to make sure that that is thinned out enough. I think I end up adding an extra tablespoon there at the end, but I want to make it to where it's like that. So where you can take a tablespoon and just kind of drizzle on a beautiful design on the bread, as I'm doing here. And it just makes it so pretty and eye-appealing. And I'm telling you, with that apple butter in there, it gives it that little oomph of a taste. And it's got just enough sweetness and enough spice that it just really pairs well together. And it really is great. For a morning time with coffee, you guys, this is wonderful. So I really, really do challenge you guys to make this and let me know how it turns out for you and how your family enjoyed it. And then any leftover, what is totally sweet with this recipe is any leftovers, you can save that. Just put it in a jar like that with a lid, and then you can pop it right in the fridge for up to a week. Use it on cookies, cupcakes. You could even drizzle it over French toast or pancakes of a morning. Just whatever that you would have that icing would be scrumptious for. It's good on everything. So thank you guys again for joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss a recipe. And I also appreciate your support from the bottom of my heart. You guys have a blessed day.